40,
You're
50,
so smart.
and then you subtract. That's how they teach math these days, actually, for the kids.
Our podcast should be about how smart you are.
Yeah, I have some skills, I think.
Hey, speaking of skills.
Skills to pay the bills?
No, you said something about the podcast, and we're doing a podcast right now. So,
we are on Tuesday night in the mag room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
And this is episode 134, even though episode 133 will not be released. So
Lost episode, people. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to publish it as 134, though.
We both, maybe I should, but maybe we should. In the lore of the mag room, I hope we get big and 133 gets to be like, did you guys know there's one more episode that they never released? And then, dude, somehow we both f***ed up our ends of the recording independent of each other, not the same problem on both ends. It would have been
That's
terrible,
special,
people.
though. That's a special night.
I started editing it. Maybe I should just keep doing it. So if we do ever get huge, and we can have some like Easter eggs for people, you know? That's a big thing nowadays.
Yep.
If you guys want to know, I recorded a new theme song for a game show. Remember Emma and I had a bird off?
Yeah, that happened.
So if you go back in the records, if the mag room gets big enough and people want to go back, episode 133 will have a maybe never heard before theme song for a game show that we made up called Bird Off. You don't look impressed at all.
You play it in the background. What's the tune to it?
I don't know if I should give it away, because what if we do it again?
I think I'm thinking of like Footloose. Bird off.
That
bird
one
off.
crossed my mind for real.
Kick off the birds that
I
you
see you have a similar method for approaching parody theme songs as I do.
To your friend.
Both 2 syllables. Find a word that has 2 syllables as the chorus. One of the criticisms I've heard about our show before
Interesting.
is that we never have anything that's like controversial. We sort of just talk about silly things,
Jesus.
you know?
We had like a 3-episode Hitler arc. I think that was, and then our listeners cratered. So I don't know if that was the good.
Well, all right. So what I was going to suggest, it's not Hitler. We don't have to talk about Hitler. But it's about world leaders. I wanted to talk about. I wanted to back somebody in the election as the mag room. We don't ever take a stand. We need to get into this stuff. We need to get. That's what sells these days. Sex and like fighting and controversy and stuff. So anyway, I wanted to back our political candidate as the mag room. We unilaterally support.
Oh, I don't get to hear this ahead of time. We just.
I think you'll be with me.
Okay. All right.
There's only 2 candidates, so I think I picked the right one.
Okay.
So we're backing Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia, the guy who's challenging in Venezuela.
It would be great if you had if we knew how to pronounce his name.
Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia. Oh, did you hear me roll my R? I've never really been able to do that before.
A lot of breakthroughs today.
Gonzalez I fucked it up that time. Urrutia. Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia. So he's the guy.
That's better.
I listen to NPR all the time. And so there's big controversy in Venezuelan politics. And they were talking about this guy, Nicolas Maduro, who is the incumbent. And I guess he's a pretty bad dude. And he had put this social media app out that if he kind of like stole their election, I guess, about 2 weeks ago. Okay. May have stolen it. I don't know. I think that
you're not going to take a stand on that.
He stole it from Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia,
Yeah, I think if we're backing him, we should talk about the stealing.
Urrutia all the way from the mag room. Anyway, I went to my favorite political source to see who we should back, amiannoying.com. It's a website I like. And I just wanted to read you a few things about...
Is that a real website?
Yeah. And I wanted to read you a few things about Nicolas... Do you know anything about Venezuelan politics? Do you know anything about this thing that I'm talking about? So I listen to NPR all the time. I don't know anything about American politics, but I know a lot. Well, I don't know a lot, but I know I hear things about like Venezuelan politics and African politics.
Okay.
And this guy, he's got kind of a dictatorship-y type of regime in place, and they think he stole this most recent election. And I just think we, in the mag room, we should, although knowing South American politics, Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia is probably just, or he's just as corrupt as...
I see.
Nicolas Maduro, who sounds like that'd be a cool like suit maker. Like if you were into.
A Maduro.
Yeah.
I got a Maduro.
Did you? How much? How much it run? How much it set you back?
It was $800.
That's not
but
that
it's
bad.
That's totally worth it.
Yeah, you look
I do want to get I do want to get a summer suit.
A Maduro?
Yes.
I'd
take a Maduro.
Go to a place called Dandy Del Mar. What kind of summer suit? Like for what?
I see. Here's the thing. I don't get invited to any places right now. I could wear a summer suit,
right?
But I'd love to have one.
Just
like if I
sit
get
out on
invited
your front
to
porch, like a
to a nice
plantation owner?
event, like if I go to a wedding or some sort of party that's nice.
What do you want it to look like? What color?
Light
colors?
What would happen is I would probably wear it to the wrong event. Like I'd be the only guy in the suit. Everyone else would have like shorts on. Or
well, it doesn't hurt to be overdressed.
Yep.
I've
been reflecting lately that I feel like in my life I haven't been confident enough in myself. So I think I need to change that. So.
And you think something like trying to
wearing a
badass summer suit? I say do it. Absolutely.
But I need, my friend sent me one from Brooks Brothers, but they didn't. It was all out of stock. Like maybe because I always try to buy something in the season that it is, and you can't do it like that because you always have to buy it the season before.
What if it was just like a cool summer outfit? Like it's not really a suit, but it's like a high class, like resort wear type of thing. Something that you can wear confidently.
Should probably have a blazer. Probably should have a blazer.
Okay.
No,
that's what I was wondering. What you meant.
What kind of outfit are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm thinking of something for you.
I'd wear it. I'm excited to be confident in myself and just try new things. I just wanted, maybe I just will give you, like, every year I'll give you, like, $300 and say, like, buy me some
Give it to my
clothes.
sister. Happy birthday to my sister. We're recording on my sister's birthday.
Oh, that's great.
And if you should, my sister would be perfect to, like, do a makeover for you. She loves...
Next time I come down, maybe I'll go out with her. She could buy...
Yeah, I'll make sure to
stuff.
keep this in. She'll like this. All right, so this is why we're backing Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia, and we think Nicolas Maduro might be annoying. Why he might be annoying. He did not graduate high school. I don't know.
Oh, that cuts.
Yeah. Is that annoying?
I don't know if that makes you. I don't know if it makes you annoying. I mean, could someone who didn't graduate high school be the leader of the country? Probably, but it would be harder.
Yeah. It'd be harder to take him seriously because he wouldn't know how to conjugate his verbs properly and things like that.
But maybe he's a man who knows how the real people work.
Yeah.
How many people in Venezuela graduate from high school? Like what percentage?
40? 42%.
I could look it up.
Here in the meantime.
You keep going.
He was named a person of interest by Venezuelan authorities in the kidnapping of American William Niehaus by leftist militants in 1979. During his presidential election campaign, he called the opposition, quote, big faggots, end quote. And that was in 2013. For most of his reign, he is ruled by decree. He tries to deflect criticism by blaming the U.S. for Venezuela's problems.
That's smart.
His regime tortures arrested protesters.
That's not cool. I like people being able to protest.
2 of his second wife's nephews were convicted of smuggling cocaine into the U.S. about 8 years ago.
I don't know if I want to get blamed for my second wife's nephews.
I didn't even think of that. Like I'm on number 4 now. Number 2 is like a long time ago.
If I was blaming you for something like Teresa's nephews you did?
Like, Jarrod, I haven't even talked to Teresa since like 2014, Jesus. Something like that.
I can't believe your first wife's nephews did that, Mark. I don't know if I respect you anymore.
I graduated high school, though. And I was never named a person of interest by the Venezuelan authorities in the kidnapping of American William Niehaus by leftist militants.
Nice. You were a initial suspect, but not a person of interest.
Well, here's a few reasons he might not be annoying, okay? He was the president. Wow. He was the president of the student union at his high school. That's nice.
Even though he didn't graduate.
He didn't graduate, but he was the president. He is a former bus driver, which is sort of...
I like a lot... This isn't 100%, but a lot of the people who are bus drivers are just, like, nice people.
So you think Nicolas Maduro is probably a pretty nice guy?
I mean, the murdering and stuff does sort of acts against it, so...
Yeah.
There's a what is it? For every story, there's one thing that makes it wrong. Exception.
Oh, an exception to every rule. Sure.
Yes. But you just, like, we take the buses for our games, and just usually some, like, guy who's, like, 65, he's just, like, jolly.
We had a bus driver in high school named Ed, and he used to, like, if he was a little bit early, he would stop and take, like, a little 5-minute nap on the side of the road.
It's great.
And but he would tell us that it was because he was hungover. And I remember not really knowing exactly what that meant, because I took the bus my freshman year. I think I started getting rides my sophomore year, but I kind of remember because I was like, well, what do you like to drink? And he said whiskey sours. He used to like whiskey sours.
So he would just get hammered and then have to wake up for the 6 a.m. bus?
I guess that was his life, you know?
He could have still been drunk, actually.
Sure. I mean, that's why he was taking a little nap, I guess. Right on the side of, like, some little road in Woolkit. Probably wouldn't tell the students that nowadays, I guess.
Probably for the best if your bus drivers aren't hungover. All right, so we made our first political endorsement.
Yeah. Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia for president, everybody.
I remember last week we talked about me getting a new bird.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new bird, a cockatiel, and Saturday night, Emma was trying to, like, feed it, and she's been trying to get it more comfortable, and we had visitors this weekend. That's why we didn't record this weekend. So there were like 6 kids, well, 5 little kids in our house, like under 7 or under.
Okay.
And the bird got free.
Nice.
In the house. And
cool.
For like an hour and a half, we were just trying to figure out how to get the bird back in the cage.
Did it bring the family together? Was it like a unifying event?
I'd say it's one of those situations where you go through like all the emotions.
How long did it take to corral him? Or
90 minutes, like an hour and a half.
Solid, like the whole time? That's all you're trying to do?
No. I think some of the time we had the cage over there with like the treats that they like, and we gave him like a half an hour to see if he would just like fly back in to get the food because he likes the treats. He didn't do that.
I bet everybody had fun. I bet
Emma finally got it in a towel and put it in, but she did not want to do it. She thought she was going to hurt the bird. So
birds
the
are
bird
tough.
also still doesn't have a name. This is day 7. So if you have any name ideas,
Nicolas Maduro?
You can send
I'm sorry. I should do Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia.
Yeah, if he's going to go to jail probably and get killed.
Oh,
we can name the bird
Nicolas
after
Maduro. Yeah, that's a good bird name. Nicholas? Is it a boy?
It is.
Nicolas Maduro. I vote for Nicolas Maduro. I vote Nicolas Maduro for bird name, but Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia for Venezuela's president. That's my name is Mark Einloth, and you have, and that's my approval.
I paid for this
message. You can prove
my
that. My
name is Mark Einloth, and
I approve. I approve. That's what I meant.
You have my approval.
I approve this message for this message of approval.
That would be great that you don't even know the tagline. Like, what am I supposed to say? I don't even have a picture of him.
I like how it singles it out. He looks happy. Maybe I do like Maduro.
It looks like your face.
No, it doesn't.
No, I mean when you were just holding it there and there was nothing else you could see. I have a couple short Sisk stories. Should I read those? And then,
sure.
Last week we also did talk about the Olympics.
Sure.
A little bit about the Olympic Village and things like that. We don't have to rehash that. I sent you that video about that woman who did the breaking.
Yeah.
They added breaking as an Olympic sport.
So I still haven't... Is the video that you sent me, was it her routine?
Yes.
So I should watch that. Because I tried to Google it and I couldn't find like good...
Yeah, it was just a little clip of it. And she got 0 points.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how they score it. It was one of those ones where you watch and you have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
So this article is from Smithsonian Magazine and talks about the man Pierre de Coubertin, a French baron, who is best known as the founder of the modern Olympics in 1896. He pictured a competition that would reunite in the bonds of legitimate wedlock a long-divorced couple, muscle and mind. He wanted there to be other events besides athletics.
Okay.
And in 1912, 5 arts of competitions were added as Olympic events. So there was a written, there was a written work.
Like a poetry slam?
Poetry. The one that won was called Ode de Sport. I can read part of it.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, sport, you are honor. The titles you bestow are worthless, save if won in absolute fairness. Oh, sport, you are joy. At your call, the flesh makes holiday and the eyes smile.
Wait, when did she... What was the part where she said worthless?
The titles you bestow are worthless, save if won in absolute fairness. So you have to win fairly. If you cheat, it's worthless.
Okay. I agree with that.
So,
that poem won the Olympics?
Yes, in 1912. And it was written by the Coubertin guy.
The guy, karate guy?
The guy, no, not Cobra Kai. No, the guy who invented the Olympics.
He won his own poetry contest?
Yes.
So isn't that right there? That's right against what he wrote? The thing about unless it was won in fairness? You won your own fucking event. And with a poem that denigrated that type of behavior. How come you're not getting mad about this, Jarrod?
I'm
mad. How come
you're
just reading the screen?
How come
you're not paying attention to what I'm saying?
I was trying to find the event.
I'm trying to read into I'm trying to react to this, and you're just looking at the next thing. Come on. This guy's a fucking jerk. What's his name?
Coubertin.
Is he still alive? Steve Cobra Kai? Is that what you said?
Steve Colbert, yes.
Steve Colbert. The guy from The Daily Show? Or The Dennis Show? Or The Evening Show? That guy?
Yes.
Was he father of the Olympics?
Yep.
And he stole a poetry from...
Literature. So here they were. Literature, painting, sculpture, music, and architecture.
And javelin.
It was the pentathlon of the muses.
Dude, you have your own shit to compete in. Let the Olympics be sports.
And all the works had to be inspired by sports.
This is for all you people that say that only Gen Zers or whatever are always trying to incorporate themselves into everything. It's been going on since the beginning of time. This fucking guy.
I just felt like it would have been better than adding like breakdancing.
So you'd rather have painting than breakdancing?
Yes.
Why? Why would painting be a good?
Or at least you don't get a. I don't know if maybe you don't get a gold medal.
How about just make it only things like you? I thought you in text form. You were arguing that we should make everything more like, You either win or you lose. You
The
know,
original.
yeah.
The originals. Like it's time stuff.
So that's okay. That the Olympics are for that. But if you want to be a breakdancing champion, I'm sure there's other breakdancing events you can enter. You just don't have to be a part of the Olympics. Why is it so bad to be excluded every once in a while?
You didn't enjoy that in 1936. Charles Downing Lay won silver in designs for town planning, which was part of the architecture category. So the guy who got rid of it, Avery Brundage, became president of the IOC in 1952. People think he got rid of it because he entered the literature category twice and only got honorable mention.
People are so petty and nobody even realizes it. That's great.
Yep.
All right, fine. I'm taking the fucking thing out of here. I'm going to become the IOC president, and I'm going to remove it from the events altogether.
That's like the election you talked about.
Brundage!
Become the president and decide you win.
Oh, if I had won the thing, Brundage would have fucking taken it away from me anyway, so what's the point? Brundage is such a good name for an asshole.
It is. It's like a Dean Brundage.
Swim at all?
I'm not a great swimmer.
Could you swim 100 yards? Or would it just be like dog paddling?
Not well. No. My kids make fun of me all the time.
That's interesting.
Because I get them swim lessons, and they're like, why do we have to do it? I'm like, because I didn't get this, and I'm not a good swimmer. And then they swim well, and they're like, Dad, can you do this? And I'm like, thanks.
Why don't you take some lessons yourself?
Yeah, I have so many things now that I need to take lessons for. The kids, you're out everything. Dad's taking swimming and voice lessons. I just have one more. I thought this was pretty cool because I love the idea. What's your feeling on like messages in a bottle?
I have always wanted to do that. I always kind of thought, like, unless I could throw it wicked far out there, isn't it just going to come back to me? Isn't it going to come back to my shore?
You got to do while the tide's going out.
Yeah. I think it's a cool idea. I've never done it. Maybe we should do it next time we get together.
That would be great.
Okay.
I agree. I think it's like interesting. Like you could put something in
I love romantic
it.
shit like that.
Yeah. What would you write?
Oh, so who do you write it as if it's for intended for, like, how do you do it?
Like you're having a hard time knowing your audience?
Yeah, right? Because you have no idea who's going to find it.
Yeah.
So you write it for anybody. You have to write it for anybody. Dear. Yes. I would probably. Well, I think you tell where it came from, right? Dear person on the beach.
Or do you write like help? I'm trapped at this address.
I mean, all right. So
Please
I'd like to do 2 bottles in a message. Messages in a bottle.
One practical joke one and one really
funny
deep one.
One real one. One intended for. So I guess nowadays, if I did it in 2024, I would say, "Hi, my name is Mark. I would probably call myself a handsome man from Jupiter, Florida."
You have to announce yourself.
If you find my friend Jarrod and I are dressed in our summer best, and I just thought I'd send this out.
Maybe we put a little photo of ourselves in there.
Yeah, you should listen to our podcast.
Like a Polaroid or something.
Much like this message in a bottle, the podcast reaches the farthest depths of the world.
What percentage of messages in the bottle get
just hit by a propeller and...
No, received. I was going to say received, so the other way.
Okay. 1 at most.
1 out of 100, you think?
At the very most.
I'd say 1 out of 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, is there...
So we got to do 1,000 of them.
So we have to drink a bunch of shit because we need a lot of bottles, too.
You got to have another party where you buy 1,000 beers, and then we write 1,000 messages.
And then just dump them all in the ocean?
We just drive out and barge and dump them in the ocean. And
That
then we
sounds
get
like
arrested.
a fun idea.
We get arrested for littering when like 600 wash up on some beach.
The same person gets all 1,000
Yes.
bottles.
It's like, oh, this used to be a really
You
pristine
couldn't have driven
beach.
further away from my house before you dumped them goddamn bottles? Motherfucker.
So, during a recent morning walk at Corson's Inlet State Park in Ocean City, New Jersey, Amy Smythe Murphy made her way from the deep sand toward the ocean, finding a green color corked bottle with paper inside. Excited, the Haddon Heights resident returned to the beach house to study the bottle, opening to find pieces of paper, one of which appeared to be a business card, possibly from 1876,
No way.
and the other being a handwritten note. Let's see what
What
it
does
says.
the note say?
Yeah, let's see. I didn't. It's later. It says she's trying to get, like, it's 10 years earlier than the previous record holder bottle. Embossed on the bottle is the name Bar and Brother Philadelphia. Business records show the company was in operation in Philadelphia between the 1860s and 1870s. Oh, wow. One piece of paper refers to W.G. and J. Clem.
I knew
brothers,
Tommy
really-
Clem. I grew up with a kid named Tom Clem.
They ran a furnished goods company in Philadelphia, which appears to have been dissolved in 1881. William Clem died in 1917. The second readable paper refers to a yacht named Neptune, which was docked in Atlantic City in the late 1800s and captained by Samuel Gale,
Crystal
Known
Gale's
as-
father.
known as
Grandfather.
Captain Sam. Gale died in 1923. So there was a project by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to like fill some beach part, and they think they dredged maybe some stuff up, and then this bottle was like made free.
And
The
it
smell
remained
that-
watertight for all that time?
I know.
That's all we
The-
need is cork, dude. Let's do
The
it.
letters are like illegible, so we have to get some waterproof ink or something like that. Does that exist? Waterproof paper?
Yep, I got both. No, but we can laminate things. I got
Okay.
I have a laminator.
We got to research what stands up to salt water.
We have to think of what to say. So that was
Yeah.
200 years later. Dear,
I don't know why. Why would you just put your like you're just gonna put your
Yeah, in
mailroom
case you
plus
need- yeah,
business card?
If you have any shipping needs, just apropos of nothing, if you happen to be in the Jupiter, Florida area and you need anything shipped out, stop by my place at 10152 Indiantown Road, Jupiter, Florida 33478. Name of the store is Mailroom Plus. We're open from 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 1 on Saturdays.
And the article will be like, Mark owned a mailroom store that was open until 2025 when he died in an alligator accident.
When he got arrested for littering and then died in jail because
He got arrested for dumping 12,000 bottles into the harbor.
and there was no record of him ever. He got raped to death in prison.
He fled to Venezuela, where Nicolas Maduro tortured and killed him.
Put him on. No, I thought I was on. Oh no, the other guy. I'm on the other guy's
Yeah.
cabinet. Eduardo
he-
Gonzalez Urrutia.
You were on that, and then Maduro gets back in power and kills everyone who's in his
Maduro.
cabinet.
So this is
Later-
what I write.
later
This is what
he-
I write
later-
in my bottle. People.
Later, he ran the IOC for 5 years.
People. He took away breakdancing, poetry writing, acting, micro brewing.
All right. Anything else? Any last words? Anything?
No, wrap it up, Mr. Choir Guy. Why don't you sing this? Why don't you sing us out tonight?
Purdue. They do that at church that's when I think if I was a priest, I could do the singing because they
I'll
can't
join
really
you.
make fun of when they do like some of the sayings and they sing them. Like, produced by Jim Burnbridge.
Burned it.
Fact
Burned it.
checked by
Fucking burned it.
Bill. Theme song
Social media.
by Mega Yellow.
That's right.
Social media by Cousin Paul. at the Magroom Pod. Send us an email. Magroom at hotmail.com. And some letters and faxes.
Don't forget the fax number.
Tell us some good Olympic sports.
Yeah. What needs to be in or out? If you add one, though, you got to subtract 2 or 3. If you want to add one sport, you got to take out 3.
I'd more like to hear what people want out.
Okay.
If they have one especially they want in, they can send that as well. But I want what people want out.
Yeah.
And what would you send in a message in the bottle? What would you write on it?
Yeah.
People can write that as well.
This is an important one. They're not going to see it for 200 years, possibly.
Yep.
So you will long be dead. So what do you want the world to remember you as?
So, all right. Hashtag put down your phone this week. Don't kill your wife.
Don't kill your wife this week.
And if you host a podcast, remember to
turn
your mic on correctly.
Sorry, everybody.
Publish episodes.
Sorry we missed number 133. Like I said, lost
archives.
episodes. We put the fucking lost episode in the message in a bottle. We put it on a thumb drive.
The transcript of it?
Put it in a... No, just put the audio. I'll do it.
I don't think a thumb drive is going to last for
the rest of the time? What if I got a real good piece of cork? Like...
Remember they used to do time capsules? We could do something like that.
What if we put it in a plastic bag and then put it in a bottle, then put cork around it?
I think we bury it in your yard in a time capsule.
You don't want to...
How cool would it be
in a bottle
if
so
you
much
were
more
digging
romantic?
up your yard and you found a thumb drive that you didn't know what it was?
And it was a shitty episode of a podcast nobody had ever heard of before.
Well, that would be disappointing at the end, but... All right, well... If you
do decide to put a message in a bottle, you should do it while you're sticking with the mag room.
This would be good to sing.
'Cause everything else
is cream cheese.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
When I was 11, I was the lead of chorus at my school. I would have solos in the songs. I think I could have been a big singer. Yeah, I hit puberty. That didn't help.